What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Jay.
This is Cheese over here.
And I'm the GOAT.
The goal to being late. I gotta stop talking. Right. We are the Truth That Podcast. Thank you all for joining us once again. Sorry it's been a delay in how long we've actually gotten together. Some life stuff's come up. Just getting the things together, but we're back and we're ready to get this thing going. How you fellas doing today?
I'm doing pretty good over here.
The Eagle champions.
What'd you say? Hey, what'd you say? A little bit of technical difficulties on this one, but I'm surprised to you feeling so well after taking a loss in fantasy football to me this past week.
Hey, freaking Jacksonville boasting having the top defense. They couldn't stop Dak Prescott from running.
That sounds like an excuse to me that you should have figured out a while ago. Anyway, welcome back to All Things Wrestling here, WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Global Impact Wrestling, and many things to come. And we are excited to get back to talking about the thing that we love to do and watch the most. And so, I think Eddie's having some technical difficulties at the moment, so we will get back to him with some of the news in the wrestling world that needs to be talked about. Not sure what's going on with his stuff going on. That he had the party signing back in now. But in the meantime, Cheese, we've had a lot of things going on, at least in the WWE world. What has been just name one highlight that you've had thus far in the last few weeks that has garnered your attention?
The top feud between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe has really been outstanding. Takes me back to their TNA days. And, I've been enjoying their matches a lot. I've enjoyed the feud. Kind of sad that it's over at the moment. I'm pretty sure at this point it's kind of over at the moment. But that has definitely been the highlight so far. See,
I don't think it's necessarily over just yet. And just level with me for a second. Because even though they're doing the whole thing with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, there's some unfinished business on both sides right now. Because Daniel Bryan and The Miz still have a long, outstanding program that they're going to have to finish. And Samoa Joe has a lot of gripes, especially with the way one of their, I can't remember which pay-per-view it was, the ending with AJ somehow retaining even though he had tapped out.
That's because Joe was on his shoulders. AJ rolled up on his shoulders and they should get that layback.
Right, I can't remember which pay-per-view that was.
That was the second one of the feud, whichever one that was, yeah.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of feud left in that, and they have a lot of ways to explore it, which means with the next pay-per-view, whenever Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles wrestle, there's going to be double interference. I can almost call that right now because Daniel Bryan and Miz got a lot of beef. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles going to have a lot of beef, and Samoa Joe's going to have the belt by the end of the year. Guaranteed.
I hope so.
That's guaranteed. AJ has been a great champion, but he needs to kind of lynch that belt now at this point. I would say just main highlight for me thus far, one of the main highlights is the continued development of Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
Because this thing about how she started out with WWE, obviously training and performance something like everybody else has to go through, but knowing that she's going to be one of the bigger draws, especially for women's wrestling, to come out in her first match against it was a mixed tag team match with her and Kurt Angle along with Triple H and Stephanie, and performed really well. Like it wasn't like a bubblegum match where Kurt is carrying the match. No, Ronda held her own during that match, and ever since that match, she's done nothing but develop day in and day out. She is what I wish Brock Lesnar could have been. She actually works on her craft in terms of recently for Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Recently, Recently for Brock Lesnar, because we know Brock Lesnar's gotten lazy. So, but Ronda Rousey, since she stepped foot in WWE, has done nothing but work and work and work. And her in ring work is great, and it's getting even better. Her mic work is still is stepping up there, and it's stepping up there. And I think last week was a great stepping stone
Oh
to
yeah.
potentially see what could be for Ronda Rousey. What could be?
Oh yeah.
Because the beginning of that promo was, it was
Slow. It was slow.
But when they let her be savage, that's where I needed to go.
Can I be devil's advocate though?
Yes, you can. But I needed her to be savage, and she got savage.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate because was what she said really that creative?
It didn't need
Was
to
it
be.
really that hard?
Yes.
And now we haven't heard all this before. We've heard the John Cena angle before. We've heard the copying the moves of the husband before. She didn't really say anything that was like new or like it was just like, oh, she just said. I think it was more hype because we got people like Cheese out there who don't like the Bella Twins, and so they get in a little fanboy mode and like, oh my God, she's saying everything that I feel because I don't know why they're back, even though they made the company so much money and give them so much attention, but they should have the main event spot. Let's say Ember Moon should be there, even though TMZ's not going to cover that. TMZ's not going to cover Ember Moon or Ruby Wyatt or Liv Morgan. They're going to cover the Bella Twins, though, but let's throw them in there and let's not give the women all the eyes that they rightfully deserve and could get.
I agree to that. Now, the only reason why I'm saying that I enjoyed her promo at the end.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not bad. I'm not saying it's not bad either.
What I'm saying is, though, if you think about the most recent news story that's been coming out regarding Nikki Bella John Cena thing, especially considering the fact that there are numerous reports that they're still together and they're still doing this and still doing that. It's annoying. Trust me, I get it. But the fact that you talking about somebody who doesn't really like, she's a newbie, and the reason why I say it's more impact because she's a newbie, being able to have the balls to say it to somebody who's been in the business for numerous years.
But this
and
is
people, I know many people have done it. I'm talking about newbie in the WWE.
But this is not a newbie when you consider Ronda Rousey. People give passes. Brock Lesnar could have came in there and said the same thing to anybody because he's Brock freaking Lesnar. Who's gonna do something to Ronda Rousey?
Nobody. Oh no, I don't disagree with
you. Want to know why? Because she's gonna knock you out. She's gonna knock you out, and she makes them the most money. She's the most recognizable face next to the Bella Twins when it comes to female wrestling. So she can say that she's protected. They're not gonna bury her.
No. I'm not saying they're gonna bury. I'm not saying they're gonna bury her.
I would see from a point where her saying it gets more views everywhere, more than like when a Marie said it or something like that. Ronda Rousey said it. Now it's on ESPN, right? Now it's on the Good Morning Show or the Today Show or whatever, Good Morning America, or whatever. So I get it from that standpoint. I'm just saying from the general sense of the promo, just the promo itself.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was. I would say it was generic, but
yeah, but
I'm saying
the impact wise, I can see why everybody's loving it. I just think it's a tad. I think we're overrating it just a tad bit.
Only reason why I'm going that route is because I'm saying I'm using that as a stepping stone to her development.
Yeah, of course.
And the fact that they are allowing her to go that route and she's actually becoming more comfortable in that, where she doesn't care. That's where I'm loving the development of her and developing her promo skills. Because
those need work. Those need work.
But I think, like I said, allowing her to be savage, and not overdoing it, but allowing her to be savage is a great stepping stone to her potentially developing something even better.
But let's see how that works.
Agreed.
When you don't have such easy targets.
Agreed.
And that's why I'm saying let's hold your horses, because it's easy to do it when there's a template on these particular females. It's easy to say, wow, it's a Stephanie, because you have a whole catalog of Rock promos and Jericho promos and Austin promos and even Brie Bella promos to get to before you get, okay, I can take this and this and this and this and say you're spoiled and that your daddy and this and this. Oh, Bella Twin. Okay, John Cena. Okay, Daniel Bryan. Okay, Total Bella. Okay, the era of the Divas division. It's easy when the template is out. Let's see you grab a microphone and do that on Ruby Riott. Let's see you have a same old savage, impactful promo that you have for them, the easy targets. Let's see you do it on Ember Moon or Sasha Banks.
I would have thought. I would have thought she would have. Well, this is where I get a little bit upset with WWE. But at the timing of this, it didn't work out. Where you could have had something like that with Natalia.
Yeah.
You could have something like that, but you know, as you already know,
even Natalia, that's easy. What? Brett, family, Owen, Bulldog. It's easy. Stuff like that already been said. What can you say to somebody that hasn't been said? It was easy. People love The Rock. People love CM Punk. People love Paul Heyman because they say things. It's impactful to everybody. You hear things you never heard before to everybody. It's always new. It's always fresh. It's always like, wow. And you remember that. From Lance Storm, when the Rock promo on Lance Storm to the Rock promo on Triple H. They were all funny. They were all fire. It's easy to do with the people that already the internet wrestling community been saying this stuff about the Bella Twins for the longest. All you had to do was go to a guy like Cheetah's Twitter. And there you go. And you have your Bella Twin promo template right there. Like, it's really not hard. And I'm picking on him because he's the Bella hater on the show, but you
Bella
can go
hater.
to WrestleZone, like with all these places, and you can find the outline to let's bring fire to the Bella Twins. Let's shoot on the Bella Twins. It's not hard. It's just not hard. And that's my only thing. It was a good promo for her, relative to her, but I think people severely overrated it based on it wasn't. You had a huge. It's like shooting to an ocean. You couldn't miss. You really couldn't miss. All you had to say was John Cena, and it was oh shoot. You brought up John. Oh my God. You devalue your husband's move. Oh, there you Bryan with the yes kicks. Oh shoot. She did just knock Liv Morgan out like 3 weeks ago.
I bet she's loving this right now.
Like, it's just not hard. That's all I'm saying. It's just not hard.
But right now, for everything that we've gone through so far, I've enjoyed Ronda Rousey's development.
Oh yeah, I've actually enjoyed this feud so far. Like the do nothing B word, I thought was dope by the Bella Twins.
Yeah, I was saying they dropped that one. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm really liking it, and we have like what, maybe another week and some change.
It's a week. It's a week.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a whole other week with WWE backing because they know the whole world's gonna be watching this. Man, listen, they are doing a phenomenal job. It was the right match to sell the show. This is going to be on E. This is going to be everywhere. Y'all wanted eyes on women's wrestling? Here it is. Deal with Nikki Bella in the ring.
Yeah. So I gotta ask you now, because I asked Cheese on this before you were working on your technical stuff.
What's up?
What has been the one thing over the last few weeks or so, one highlight that has caught your eye in WWE so far in like the last few weeks?
Just WWE.
Just WWE.
Positive or negative?
You can go whatever route you want to.
Okay. So the first two things that come to my mind clearly are God, I don't want to be that guy.
Do it. You're already there.
I don't want to be that guy.
Just do it.
The way Finn Balor is being treated.
Oh my God.
And the direction.
Oh my God.
I love the direction they're going with Bobby Lashley, and I hate the way Finn Balor is being treated. And I can't even discern which one enthralls me in a negative or positive way the most. But if I think about it, that Finn Balor thing really, really grinds my gears. I mean, I'm talking to it is a travesty. Now I get it. Everybody can't be in the main event. Everybody can't have a meaningful storyline
But
all the time. But just to be running around with Bailey, I mean, I
And fighting Jinder every week just to promote the mixed match challenge.
and nobody you watch the Mixed Match Challenge.
and I've seen the mismatch challenge live. Kind of dope, but it's not. It's not it. It's not.
No, like at the live show, like when you're there, oh, I bet it is. But
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're, but me as a consumer that's not there, like on Facebook Watch, I'm not watching that.
No, not at all.
Like I don't care for it, and I agree with you. I understand, like you said, it makes sense from the main event scene. Everybody can't be in it. It make it like nobody, not everybody. But Finn Balor, ever since he had that shoulder labrum tear, and when he came back, he's never even got I would say a true fair shake at the Universal title.
No.
Hell, he didn't get a shot at the IC title.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay, the triple threat. Let me start.
And that was great. And that was
It was great, but I think Finn Balor is somebody that should have a belt on him right now.
Well, it's kind of hard when you see the people that had the belts.
I know, but he hasn't had a belt. He hasn't had a belt since the Universal Championship.
Yeah, but yeah,
And you can't say, but you can't say, but I get that, but you can't say his body of work, even when he came back from that, doesn't at least deserve at least one little run with that.
I agree with you, but I'm not even upset with that.
And what makes it even worse for me is the fact that if somebody like, and I'm using just overall titles as an overall template as to make my point.
Yeah.
If I can see the fucking B team get the tag team titles, there is no way Finn Balor can't have a title on him.
You got me there.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Because honestly, personally, I wouldn't even give a fuck about the titles if he was actually doing something dope.
I agree.
Like, but he's not even doing nothing dope. Now he's about to, because I think him and Bobby Lashley about to get shaken. And I like the Leo Rush Bobby Lashley combo. I like it a lot. So I want to see them get it shaken, but I don't want it to be Bailey and Finn and Leo Rush and Bobby. Like, if you could just leave Bailey to the side, I would actually be cool with that. Now that Sasha's back, I hope they take that to move Bailey over there with Sasha, because I'm not digging it. I'm not digging the Hug Club or whatever it is that they're doing. I'm not feeling it.
Like, I get they did it on NXT and it was good at NXT, but
it's like, but they were doing it at like live events and things like that. That wasn't like a focal point. Like, they're making it a focal point of him coming out on Raw, and that's not it. That's not it. Like,
I agree.
Finn deserves better than that, and he might be having the time of his life, and that's cool. But he deserves better than that. And this him and Bobby getting shaken might be what it needs, because I would love to see the Demon versus Bobby Lashley. So
I would have loved to see the Demon versus Bobby Lashley versus seeing the Demon versus Barry Corbin.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just a whole. You know how I feel about Barry
Corbin.
Corbin.
I know. I'm just saying it because
that's just a whole different thing within itself.
Because I mean, if we're gonna I think we discussed this on here, and Chief, you could chime in too. Like, we discussed where obviously you don't want to overuse the Demon persona, but you don't want to use it on somebody who doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, I mean.
And Bobby Lashley would be somebody. And Bobby Lashley would be somebody who definitely deserves the Demon persona.
You want to know what the positive about Baron Corbin? The only positive, he's finally come on home. He finally cut his hair off. Like, it was about time he came on home, man. That man was balding. I mean, my man hairline started in the middle. I'm so happy that man finally decided to cut his hair.
Yeah, the George Jefferson hairline.
Bro, it was terrible. Bro. But now I hate him even more because he's wrestling in a suit. Like, he's wrestling in a vest and a button up and some slacks. He's wrestling in slacks. All right, bro, I'm done. He's wrestling in slacks. Jeez, he's wrestling in slacks.
I can't take him seriously when they called him. I was never Well, no. Well, as soon as they said, yeah, he's now Constable Corbin, I'm just like, all right, I'm out. Nope. I got nothing. I don't like it. But let's talk about your other thing you want to talk about. Leo Rush with Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
Great stuff.
yes.
It's really
Loving it.
it's
I'm loving
really
it.
good.
This is what they should have done with Bobby Lashley. His first run at WWE. He needed someone. He should have. He's got the physique. They should have made him a bad guy. And they should have given him a mouthpiece because he's not that good at cutting promos.
The
Fact
whole
that they are
sister
just
thing
now
was
doing it when he's late,
Yeah.
when it's later, I'm glad they're doing it now. But it's like, dude, you missed the boat. You could have easily made him a world champion with a mouth. And I don't count the ECW championship. I don't count that.
Yeah. It just at that time there was no managers. They were kind of getting rid of the manager, so he kind of ended in the wrong era. Like you could say he was 5 years early, or maybe like he probably would have been one because there were still managers around. Like he would have like an Armando, Estrada, or somebody.
Even Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman moved over Brock Lesnar. Is like, here's the next big thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm glad they're doing it now, and I'm liking Leo Rush as his mouthpiece. I think Leo Rush is doing a great job with it. So I think this is a step in the right direction for both of these guys.
And also check Leo Rush out on 205 Live. He's undefeated. He's putting on phenomenal matches.
Yeah, I've been peeping some of his matches. He's been doing
him and Tozawa put on two good matches. Like I should probably check those out.
I want to make a little bit of a segue. I actually do, because Eddie, you'll be happy about this. I've been keeping my eyes on NXT for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And I am very, very intrigued about what I'm seeing with the Aleister Black, Nikki Cross, Tommaso Ciampa, and Velveteen Dream thing. I'm very intrigued.
And since we're talking about Nikki Cross, shout out to her and Bianca Belair.
Oh my God! What a match! My Lord!
This is 2 in a row from them. Like they are tearing the house down. The EST of NXT is my second favorite women's wrestler next to my baby Asuka, and she could be the GOAT because they doing my baby wrong right now. They doing it wrong right now, but it's cool because the EST of NXT should be the women's champion. But that's neither here nor there.
But I've been enjoying
Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa match is about to happen at TakeOver War Games.
Ooh.
Man, listen, I've been telling my homeboys, and I need y'all opinions on this. I'm trying to see Velveteen Dream versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a feud for the United States Championship. That's what I want to see. Rey Mysterio coming back is cool, but he don't need the title. Like let Shinsuke cook, and then let my man Velveteen Dream come up, and let's get it shaky. Because just those two personalities in the ring at one time, I don't mean to go too far ahead, but I wanted to get that out before I forgot. Shinsuke, Velveteen Dream, Survivor Series.
The thought isn't bad.
It's too early.
No. I was going there.
I mean, that too. He's right, though.
Well, he's right. I'm just saying, but I wasn't going there. It's sad because I like the idea, but I haven't seen Shinsuke enough for me to really buy into it in recent memory.
Bro, Shinsuke hasn't had this opportunity to do anything. He's just been chilling.
I know, which is why I would love to see him do more.
And that's why give him Velveteen Dream.
That's why I'm not. Like I said, I'm not opposed to it, but if I'm looking at SmackDown and just looking at the recent weeks, I haven't thought about Shinsuke until this past week.
And he was lit. Him and Ray was lit.
Like I said, that's all I'm saying. But like, that's how out of sight, out of mind he was for me up until last week. But I like the idea. I do like the idea.
Let my man Velveteen cook, bro. Because him and Ciampa gonna put on a match.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my favorite wrestler in NXT right now, my boy Ricochet. My boy Ricochet is
King Ricochet. Yeah, man.
Every match he puts on is just beautiful to watch. Him, Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole. Oh.
what a match!
Oh.
Oh, even the match, even the him and Pete Dunne match before it got interrupted by the Undisputed Era was lit. The him and Adam Cole match for the North American title was lit. Like him and Velveteen was fire. Oh, the hits just keep going.
I want him to stay. That's one person he needs to stay in NXT for quite some time. Not because he doesn't deserve to be on the main roster, but because they allow him to do so much in NXT. And I feel like it's just beautiful to watch.
So can we get like the Undisputed Era and the Shield then? I think they need to just go ahead and just come up.
I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that.
Because my man Adam Cole.
Right.
I love you guys. I was hoping you did it. I need them on the main roster. Like the war. Listen, what else do they left to do? They're not going to give. I guess not give Adam Cole the world title. So what else is there left in the Undisputed Era right now?
And this actually be a perfect time for them to come up to the main roster, especially on Raw, because the lack of tag teams or stables on Raw.
That's a fact. And they, I don't even know how they would do it now that Bobby Fish is back.
What you mean? Take over.
No, I meant in the sense of who's going to be the tag team. Unless they're going to do like the New Day rule, where like, you just never know that day. It could be Red Dragon, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. It could be Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick. It could be Roderick and Bobby Fish. And Bobby Fish and Adam Cole. It could be Future Shot of Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. You just never know. I think that could be dope too.
But, I'm saying I think they should do it that way and make it kind of like who really runs the show, the Shield or the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope.
Because they can run titles. They can run titles between the two stables.
And Adam Cole and Roman Reigns match would be dope. that would be a dope match.
I think Undisputed Era should do something that I've always pictured, which is a 4-person stable calls up, grabs the mic night one, says, "Give us 1 year. This time next year, we're going to hold everything. Exactly 1 year to the day. Tag titles. What's the one on Raw? Intercontinental title. Universal title. Boom. They hold it. They just stand there. It's like, bitch, I told you," and just drops the mic and walks out.
Nah, I'm not mad at that.
I'll be down for that.
That's what, and I think if they're going to do that, if they want to do that, the Undisputed Era is a 40-person team. Though, tell me, not one of them wouldn't be deserving of the title that they hold.
That's true.
I think that would be money because then you would have that, and then they just run roughshod. Then you get the Shield, or you can try and put together a different 4-person faction if you felt so inclined to do so.
It could be a Balor club.
Yeah. Put together a Balor club. Yeah.
January 2019, a couple contracts are expiring.
Oh, I know where this is going.
A couple of free agents, 5 to be exact.
I think they're actually recruiting them as well once their contract is up.
And they are all of a certain club, I guess you would say, that was founded by a certain Finn Balor. And so, the elite, I would say, maybe, he might need to call in some of his elite friends.
I still, and this is just me personally, I still need to see the fight over the Bullet Club. I still need to see the fight between.
Well, it's been happening.
No, between Finn and AJ.
Oh,
Finn and AJ. Yes, I still need to see that. I still need to see that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
like a rematch.
I want the rematch, and I want to see the fight for the full control over the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be crazy though, is if they had that fight, and then right before it ends, Kenny Omega just runs right in.
Shut up.
But see, I don't think Kenny Omega's leaving.
He's not.
He's not. But I'm saying that would blow the IWC into a million pieces because he's always said he's never going to go to the E.
It definitely would. I think out of all of the elite, I think if I think Marty would probably not go, and I think Kenny would not go. I think Adam Page, Cody, and the Young Bucks. I can see them all going.
Adam Page is the Hangman, right?
Yeah,
Just want to be sure.
yeah, I can see them four going. I don't know if WWE would give Marty the respect he deserves. So I would actually be fearful for Marty to go because I don't want him being stuck on 205 Live. Yeah. So I'm actually, it might be Kenny and Marty that probably be the only people that stay. Because I think Kenny's gonna get a really good run as the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. I really do. I think his run is going to be pretty legendary. Y'all been keeping up with that, by the way?
A little bit.
It's been pretty dope.
Sorry,
What?
I see something on Twitter right now that's mad disrespectful right now. Oh my god.
It's been pretty dope. Like the triple threat match with Kenny, Cody, and Coda was dope. Like they got some good work over there, man, in New Japan. Some good work going on over there. But yeah. I mean, you could see a certain club.
Let it happen. Let
Against
it
a
happen,
certain,
E.
I mean, that'd be a little interesting too because the leader of the Undisputed Era was also part of that club at one point. You know, I don't know, man. I don't want to see it.
You got me thinking about a dream match, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Between a triple threat between Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Adam Cole.
Bye.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
But like, could you think of the possibilities of that match?
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Shit, throw Cody in there for the fated four-way.
But it has to be on the E though. That's the only thing.
All leaders of the club. They were
That'd
all leaders
be
of
dope.
that club at one point.
You know what make it even better? It was just dream scenario. Fatal four way with all current or former leaders of the Bullet Club, and all Bullet Club members surrounding the ring.
That'd be dope.
All of them surrounding the ring.
See where your loyalties truly lie.
That'd be dope. That would be dope. I'm just saying, January comes. The clock is on the Elite. The clock is on the Elite. And they got a lot of gold right now. The Young Bucks and Cody are the Ring of Honor six-man tag champs. Cody is the NWA World Champ. He is also the New Japan United States Champion. That's just three on his own. Kenny, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. The Bullet Club OGs are the tag champions and the six-man tag champions in New Japan. There's a lot going on over there, man. They're trying to get them youngins to stay.
That's like I said. This is the one thing I love about the fact that people are being very successful without being in WWE. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Depending on what the definition of success is, I guess.
Well, I obviously speak to Cody Rhodes and obviously everything he's been doing, but also, I mean, just overall, if I'm going to speak to success in terms of this, just winning championships and really being able to make a name for yourself outside of just being in WWE.
I mean, John Morrison is a TNA world champion right now. I mean, he is. I'm just saying.
Does he want to come back?
Huh?
Does he want to come back to WWE?
Is there a space for him to come back? It's like I think I did a couple years ago when we were like, what happened to the mid card? Then you would have used you could have used a John Morrison. But if you look at look at who's in NXT right now. You look at who's on the main roster right now, rather in a tag team. Like you got guys like the Bar, Cesaro, and Sheamus who can always be thrown into singles programs. You got Kevin Owens when he comes back from injury, Sami Zayn when he comes back from injury. You got Lashley, you got Finn, you got they just signed Matt Riddle. You got Ricochet. Mm-hmm. You got Punishment Martinez who just signed for Ring of Honor. Like apparently they signed Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. So you got a lot of guys that I think like Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix could probably show up today and be on the main roster if they really cared. Like you got my man, what's his name? What's his name? That's my guy, and I want to talk about him today. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank.
Is it Robbie E?
No, it's not Robbie E. It is the Limitless one. What is his name? He used to be the Evolve champion, signed with NXT. What is his name? Oh, it's gonna kill me. But he could be on the main roster too. And so yeah, I don't think there's a space for John Morrison if we're gonna be honest. That's just me though. I don't know. Maybe you guys want to see John Morrison. Keith Lee is his name.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah.
Man, yeah. Like, so, I don't. Is there really a space for John Morrison? Like, he's not like Rey Mysterio, where you can always bring him back and he's always gonna be like, "Oh my God, Rey Mysterio!" Like, if John Morrison came out right at the Royal Rumble, are you really gonna be like, "Oh snap, John Morrison"? You gonna be like, "Oh, that's John Morrison. That's
Well,
dope."
at the Royal Rumble, yeah, because you've seen the things he's done.
Okay, let's
But
say
so if you're talking about like appearance of
let's say he
SmackDown or
showed,
something,
let's say he showed up at like SmackDown 1,500.
Then no, I don't. Then no,
then
I
no.
won't care as much.
But you see, but that's what I'm talking about. Is there a space for him? Because when Rey Mysterio shows up, you're always gonna be like, "Hey, Rey Mysterio's back." If Chris Jericho shows up, you're gonna be like, "Hey, Chris Jericho's back." Like I was even psyched for Shelton Benjamin. I don't think I'd be psyched for John Morrison, just to keep it a stack. But we were talking about former WWE guys doing good things. That's why I brought it up.
So 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 I had to think about something here, and I think Carl had tweeted us about this a while ago. Well, actually, a few days ago.
If it's about Shawn Michaels, I'm not going in.
No, 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 not,
If it's about Crown Jewel, I'm not going in.
no, neither actually. He was talking
I mean, we
about
do actually have to talk about that though. Not the situation, but the card.
no, it's he was talking about SmackDown how they missed the mark with Taker coming out.
Oh, the Undertaker return. Yeah, it was stupid. Yeah.
And like, but I was thinking like he was saying like Evolution coming out, but I'm thinking to myself, and I explained to this, I'm like, well, what one? If you're talking about the like somebody coming out on Undertaker, if it wouldn't have been Evolution, it would have been Triple H and Michael.
But it would have been evolution because
No, no. What I'm saying is, in terms of being able to continue a storyline as to leading up to a certain event.
it still would have because number one, it don't make no sense. It don't if me and you Jay are beefing with Cheese and his homeboy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with a different group of friends. You not there, but they are my friends. And we see Cheese and his homeboy, we still gonna run down on them.
But I'm still thinking. What I'm thinking about this in the way WWE thinks about it, because this is I have to, because I get what your point is. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. You're gonna
But
run.
that's what Carl did. But that's the point that Carl was leading to.
He was
If
leading to
I'm
that,
there,
but I'm
I'm
also
there
thinking
with
about the
my
E.
game, if I'm there with my game, and these are the same people that we done ran down on numerous of people. Now I can see it could be a little testy maybe because Batista took a shot at Hunter, so maybe it's like, do I really want to run down on them with you? I mean, I guess you can make that type of excuse, but if you want to talk about shock factor, what would have been shocking, it would have been Evolution kicking the crap out of the Undertaker. And then Undertaker can come out with the further storyline and say, well, you got to remember, Batista and Randy and Rick not going to be there to save you and Shawn Michaels' souls. Or maybe they show up, maybe have Ric Flair show up on Raw and Undertaker and Kane show up out of the darkness and jump Ric Flair. Like, it's easy. And that further pisses off Triple H and Shawn Michaels because Ric Flair was a mentor to them. It's easy ways. You just left that opportunity on the table to see Evolution strike. We haven't seen Evolution do nothing like 3 or 4 years.
That's true.
And you could have used that to your advantage, especially with this version of Randy of double RKO. You could have like some real sick stuff could have been done. I mean, he's twisting screwdrivers in people's ears.
He broke freaking Ty Dillinger's finger in the ring post.
Exactly. Some really wild stuff could have been done to bring more spotlight to this feud. Because we're going to be excited anyway. Because it's DX versus the Brother of Destruction. And cool, you don't really need to promo that. Just the poster alone will sell. But if you want to make this like a blood feud, you had an opportunity to do it and you didn't do it. And for what? For what? We get 3 minutes of an Undertaker promo? You can just say that. We just heard him talk on Monday. Like, he said nothing. He said nothing noteworthy. He should have got his butt whooped. Facts. Carl was right.
What about WWE booking?
I mean, fair, but just because they book weird and awkwardly, or we might always agree with it, don't mean that normal, simple logic that they missed the mark, which they did. They missed an opportunity. They did. Because there was no reason to have him there. Like, I think the show would have been relatively the same even without that 3-minute talking session. He should have got a butt whooped. Shout out to my man Batista though, from my right up the street.
Hey man, that was a little slick though how you pulled that off in that promo. This man has done it all in WWE. He runs everything. He does it everything. He's done it all. Except beat me.
That's a fact. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. Talk, Batista. Talk.
I was like, oh Lord, he did not go there. He did though.
Because I was confused as to why Evolution was coming back. I was like, well, Evolution was never a SmackDown thing, so I didn't get it. But if they're going to be setting up Batista and Triple H now, I get it. Like, I'm down for that.
I was like, okay.
I'm down for that. Because at first I didn't get it.
Because that was funny. That was funny. Did you go to that, by the way?
I did.
Oh man, I'm jealous, bro.
I mean, it wasn't like I could have stayed home, to be honest.
But it's still SmackDown. It's still good to go to a WWE event, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I will be going to on November 24th. Starrcade in Cincinnati. Thank you.
Dope. Oh, that AJ and Daniel Bryan versus the Usos match. Oh man.
Can the Usos put on a bad match at this point?
No, it's impossible.
Well, maybe with the B team.
I think they can still carry them even.
Yeah,
no.
You know what? You might be right.
I think they can. I think they're at that level now. They can carry anyone to a match.
Look at on the Uso bandwagon.
I never thought. We need to buy this man an Uso shirt.
Yeah, man. And then see if I buy it, it's not gonna ever make it to him because I'm wearing it myself. Because y'all know how I feel about them.
Hey Jay, how much were the tickets for Starrcade?
Looking at the upper row, they were like 19 a pop.
Okay, where'd you get your seat at?
Row.
Well, US Bank. If you've seen like US Bank, is not that big. It's not that
big at all, Eddie. It's not that big.
Oh, so I was like, yo, y'all tripping, man.
Well, that's why the lower bowl got sold. I think it's very close to sold out.
Oh, damn.
They sell out pretty well at the shows.
It's not a huge arena, but it definitely holds about I think 18,000.
I think you're right. It's around there.
Well, I can see why they sell out so quickly because this is gonna be big. I think Rey Mysterio and Shinsuke are wrestling for the United States Championship that night.
Yeah, so I mean it's a decent sized arena. It's not like obviously not any size like Verizon Center or like any of these real big stadiums, but it's a decent size.
It's Capital One now, Jay.
You know what? My dad works there, so I can say.
You've seen the eye roll, right? I mean, my dad worked there when it was an MCI center.
Oh, so did mine.
So I mean,
my dad has gone through it all.
Together. Yeah, I'm about to say we go there together.
I've seen the transformations. I've been in the arena. I've been in the back rooms of the arena. I know what I feel.
Jay, text me later where you got your seat at so I can get a seat next to you.
Shoot, whenever I actually buy the tickets.
Yeah, well, let me know then.
For the ticket, yeah, you might well just send him the money and buy both.
Maybe I'll probably just do that.
Here's the card so far, guys. If you care to hear about it.
Which card? It's like 4 events we're talking about here.
The Starrcade one.
Okay.
You got AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe in a steel cage match.
Dope.
You also have Becky and Charlotte in a steel cage match.
Dope.
You have Shinsuke versus, it says Rusev, but now it's Rey Mysterio.
I'm down for that.
You got the New Day versus the Bar.
I'm always down for a New Day match.
You have the Cincinnati Street Fight with the Shield versus Braun Strowman, the Dogs of War. I guess I'll figure it out. And you have an Elias concert with Ric Flair.
That is interesting.
Interesting, right? And so, yeah, I, I'm sure that won't just be the card, but let's look at the Crown Jewel event because we
Oh yeah,
have to
because they
talk
got
about
they
it.
got little over a month and some days before Starrcade, so they got time.
Yeah, they definitely got time. Let's see, Crown Jewel. Are we excited for Crown Jewel outside of
I go on there.
the obvious? Are we
Card
excited
wise,
for
card
the
wise,
card?
yes. Card wise, yes.
Okay, good. I'm pulling up the card now because you know the match I want to talk about because it's the return. But we gotta wait. We gotta wait on that. That we be saving that for last because ain't no party like a D Generation X party because the D Generation X party don't stop.
Mm.
Even though it
Uh,
should, because they're getting old.
Shut
Watch
up.
your mouth, Cheese, before I
Shut
punch
your
you in
face.
your fucking throat. Like you will not disrespect anything that I do with Shawn Michaels. I will hurt you. Like I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it with you. I'm not here for the nonsense. Can we talk
Oh
about
my
how terrible?
god.
Can we talk about how terrible the World Cup is, though? By the way,
Yeah,
like
It's
it's
very
not
there,
World
there, there,
Cup.
there's
it's
like
very
8 Americans. There's like 7 Americans, and there's like one spot open.
that's trash. Trash.
Unless are we considering Rey Mysterio a representative of Mexico, or is he just?
He was born in San Diego, so he's
No.
the
Oh,
United
there
States.
we go. He is an American, just like that.
I mean, they keep
So
talking about. He keeps always talking about San Diego, so I assume he was born there.
I mean, his special move is the 619.
the only way you can have a World Cup is if you had it's more I would say more of a World Cup if you had Kevin Owens, even though he's hurt. I know he's hurt. Sami Zayn, I know both of them are hurt. Jinder Mahal, um,
Finn Balor,
Finn Balor.
Sheamus,
Yeah,
Cesaro.
and I'm saying you got to be able to incorporate all of these people, and you're not doing that. So
Tons,
no, trash.
tons of people that you could have added into this, like from different places. I
Shoot,
mean,
you could have Pete Dunne.
exactly.
So
Date
trash.
night of family. Okay,
So
here we go. Tournament. We got the names are Jonathan Cena. He's Jonathan now because of his haircut. Um, Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, triple, really racist. Triple RKO, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, and Rey Mysterio. Are we excited for this 8-man tournament?
in terms of the wrestlers participating, yes, but in terms of the way they're trying to present it,
For the World
absolutely not.
Cup? Absolutely not.
Like
There's,
I am all for the wrestlers in this because
there's
it seems
eight
like a decent.
Americans. There's eight
It's a decent
Americans in the
lineup.
World Cup.
But don't call it the World. Like you said, don't call it the World Cup if you don't really have any like true representation of the world.
There's 8 Americans in here. That's it.
No.
8 spots, 8 Americans.
So just to reiterate, wrestling perspective, yes. Presentation wise, no, trash. Basura.
Cheese.
I'm not all that into it. I mean, again, you're right. I love the participants in it, but I wish there was a more diverse representation. And if I had to pick a winner, I'll probably say it's probably going to be Seth Rollins.
Oh, I had to pick a winner.
I'm not picking Seth Rollins. You know why? Because he actually needs. I want him to do more after winning a tournament. Yes, I know where Ed's going with this because I'd have my my downfalls with picking saying that whatever tournament is going to do great things and they turn.
I'm not saying he's going to do great things after it because this is a tournament that means nothing. Look at it. You got
That's why I'm saying
4 part-timers and 4 other guys.
That's why I say Seth Rollins don't need to win.
This whole card in general doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
I know.
So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
but
I'm still not going to say Seth Rollins will win.
Yeah, John Cena's winning this.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Yeah, John Cena's definitely winning this. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous.
What else is the card?
Braun, Roman, and Brock.
You got Braun, Roman, and Brock, and I mean, come on.
Roman's gonna win again.
Roman's gonna win. You got
Oh, good. We're about to talk
AJ.
about it.
You know, we're not spending no time on that.
Oh, good.
We got AJ. You know what, Chief? Let's spend time on
Oh, God damn it, Eddie.
it. Let's just go ahead and spend some time on it then, because you just seem so adamant to spend time on it. How we feel about the return of Brock Lesnar?
He slimmed down. He slimmed down the last time he returned. Significantly slimmed down.
No,
Obviously,
no.
I'm leading up to my
Wait a
point.
minute, Cheese.
I'm leading up to my point.
Wait a minute, Jay. No, I want Cheese to lead the way on
My apologies.
Let's talk about let's talk about your boy Roman Reigns' title run so far. Like let's get into that, Cheese.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. How does it make you feel, Cheese? The Roman Reigns Universal title run.
It burns. It physically burns.
It sounds like it burned too.
And let's keep in mind too, I still owe you, and I did not forget.
You do gotta wear the Jumpman.
I still gotta buy you the Jumpman Roman Reigns tank top.
Do they still have the Jumpman shirt, or do you have to get like a new one, like the Roman Empire shirt?
Well, let's put like this. If they don't have it, I'll make sure it's custom made specifically for you.
Cause you can get it on eBay.
You have not escaped this fate.
No, sir, Bob.
Do not pick wrong against it, because I will make you pay for it, like you made me pay for it by making you wear a James Ellsworth shirt.
Yeah, that was funny.
And you did wear the Ellsworth shirt.
I'm a man of my word.
We're all just lucky that I'm not betting, because you guys know what y'all be doing if I was winning. I would have, because I win these things. I would have had you guys run all types of nonsense. I would have had Cheese head to show in the vest, in the Roman Reigns shield vest. Like, I would have had him in that. I probably would have had you, Jay, decked out in like Big Show stuff, just real people that you don't care about, like nobody cares about. They would have probably got you a Carmella t-shirt with like the matching J's, and you got to do like a moonwalk or something. Like, I probably would have. It probably would have been bad for you.
Speaking of that moonwalk, you saw that John I retweeted yesterday?
Yep. Oh, that was hard.
That was so
No, we're not getting that.
I know, it was smooth.
That joint was so hard. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. We're getting the match we want. And this time, it won't be without Shinsuke Nakamura interference. How do we feel about this match, Jay?
Dream match finally happening. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
Who you got?
Oh, it's for the championship.
You got 20 seconds.
I only need 2. AJ Styles, but it's going to be a great match.
Okay, he got AJ. Cheese.
Yeah, AJ's going to win, but did they not fight each other in the early days of Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we're getting them with advanced skills now. They already had skills. Now they have even more advanced skills now, so this is going to be an even better fight. That AJ Styles wins with the calf crusher.
Oh, he's not tapping Daniel Bryan. No, fuck out of here. I got Daniel Bryan. Yeah, I think that WWE needs to take its own advice and learn that they want people to care about this stuff. Should probably make something big happen. And what's bigger than the first title change ever on Saudi Arabian soil, with it being Daniel Bryan? Like, that would be a first. I mean, AJ was the first person to win the championship outside of America.
No disagreement.
And what if it's Daniel Bryan?
It's not. I like where you're going with that, but I just feel like Samoa Joe is going to get that title.
I don't know, man. They keep stopping and going with Joe. Joe should have won it in Australia.
Thank you.
Joe
I agree with that too.
Like it's almost like I don't know if they believe in him or not. So but I know one thing: you can always throw the belt on Daniel Bryan if he was going to be happy about it. So, I mean, I'm going with Daniel Bryan. And now the final match, because like that's all the matches they got so far is 4. Well, I guess it's gonna be like 6 because all the tournament matches. Because it's 4 people, I mean 8 people, and I have to wrestle 4 times to get to the tournament final, right?
I guess so. I hope everybody stay injury free. Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, and then to the final match, the match that we all care about, that I care about the most, is the Brothers of Destruction, the Undertaker Kane, versus Triple H in the return. Mr. WrestleMania, the headliner, the main event, the greatest of all time, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, D, Generation X, returns, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. D Generation X proudly presents to you the return of the Heartbreak Kid. Jay, you better tell me something good, man. Are you excited for this match?
That's asking me, am I ready?
Yeah.
Am I ready for just for that walkout music? Just to hear the nostalgia build in my system. Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, right. I
Like
mean,
I've waited for this for so long. And this didn't print out. Crap.
Cheese, are you excited? Cheese, are you ready?
I'm on the hype train. Are you asking me
Cheese.
if I'm getting on the hype train? If I'm ready for the hype train?
Cheese, are you ready?
I think I'm ready. Oh, I think I'm ready.
Now I got one complaint. I need Shawn Michaels to wake up today. Whenever he wakes up, I need him to go to his nearest hair facility.
Yeah.
And I need him to implant a wig. Because I am not jiggy with bald-headed Shawn Michaels.
Oh, no wonder this shit hasn't been playing. Sorry.
I am not jiggy with bald-headed Shawn Michaels. But I am happy that he's back. I think this is going to be a really good match. And I hope it's not Shawn Michaels' last match.
I think it's gonna be a really good match too. To be quite honest with you.
It should be fantastic. I just don't. I mean, I hope there's not a one and done for Shawn Michaels.
I mean, they are paying what, $2 million for this match.
I mean, that's a lot of money. But I'm trying to see him and AJ though. Like I'm trying to see him and AJ Styles bad.
I don't think we're ever going to get there.
God, that would suck. I mean, but okay. If y'all had to pick between Shawn and Daniel Bryan, it's Shawn and AJ Styles.
Oh man.
And I guess I'll throw Shawn and Dolph and Shawn and Seth in there too.
So
I already see Shawn and AJ.
Jay.
The super kick matchup or the fantasy matchups.
These are all fantasy matches. These are all matches that people wanted to see.
I would say, I want to see. You said Shawn and Daniel Bryan, right?
Shawn and Daniel Bryan.
Shawn and AJ, and then Shawn and Dolph.
And Shawn and Seth.
Ooh, we do Seth into the mix too. Ooh. I'm gonna say Shawn and Daniel Bryan though.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
I think I'm leaning more towards Shawn, and I think
My first inclination was to go with Shawn and Dolph, but I feel like Shawn and Daniel Bryan would be a good one, especially with them having previous beef anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, Shawn and Edge like the battle for like the GOAT title. Like, because that Shawn and Seth match would be so wild.
It would.
Man.
I just couldn't go there.
But I gotta go with Shawn and AJ. If I had to pick one.
It's not. Those are not bad matchups. Those are not bad matchups in any stretch of the imagination.
No, they would all be great.
But it was just so difficult. It's just so difficult to pick.
I mean, because the only one with history, I guess, is Shawn and Daniel Bryan, because Shawn trained him in the beginning.
And not only that, I mean, Sean kind of put him on Front Street on Raw at one point too.
Yeah, but dude, I don't really care about
Back, well, it's all, well, basically saying you ain't going to mount love against Triple H. So
Yeah, that was more of a Triple H centric thing. He
I
won.
know, I know. I'm just saying though.
Fuck all
You
that.
saying like the man that trained him, not really giving him much credit.
I mean, but then again, like Sean and Seth had words. I mean, Sean had words with Dolph about all you trying to do is be me. There's a lot of stories that you can come with. And that Sean and Seth would be wild.
It would be. Yo, let's go ahead and I hate to cut this short, but let's go and wrap this bad boy up because I gotta get out of here soon.
Oh, good, because I'm about to go to bed.
All right, we got a lot of stuff to get into over the next few weeks, so we'll try to get back to a somewhat normal schedule. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like at the bottom of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Cheese, Eddie, thank you all for joining today. Truly appreciate it.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
And like I said, I am Jay.
I'm Cheese.
And Luke, I am your father.
And we got a Triple Threat Podcast. Thank you very much, guys, for watching the podcast, whatever you do. And we'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.